your place, you are displaced automatically. The reason why the competition is very high and less of compliment but high competition is because people have not been able to embrace, identify, acknowledge their race and embrace it. Not everybody will be Deborah. Not everybody will be Esther. There was a Tabitha, a Dorcas. Her name wasn't in a book, it was just a chapter. But she was relevant. She was used to giving out linens, clothing to widows. She was in hospitality. Just because she wasn't as loud as Esther or as a Deborah doesn't mean she wasn't relevant. You don't have to be loud to be relevant. Not everyone who is loud there on social media, they're actually relevant. When you try to compete with other lights, there are different kinds of lights here. There are different kinds and they're all shining. One is not as bright as the one in front. Doesn't mean it's not shining. Know your own shine. Not everyone will be Joshua. And some of you that will be behind doesn't mean you are irrelevant. I'm not talking about people who will be in front. They are Caleb's. Be the satisfied Caleb. Don't try to outdo a Joshua. You are Caleb. Stay there. You are an Aaron. Stay there. Your one is to help in speech. So you must understand, am I called to help someone who is in front? Am I called to be in front? Look at the story of John the Baptist's disciples. John was on his own. John 3:25-28. He said, then there arose a dispute between some of John's disciples and the Jews about purification. John 3:25-28. And they came to John and said to him, he said, Rabbi, he who was with you beyond the Jordan, to whom you have testified, behold, he's baptizing, and all are coming to him. John answered and said, a man can receive nothing unless it has been given to him from heaven. You yourself, something very striking that he said. He said, you yourselves bear me witness that I said, I am not the Christ, but I have been sent before. And this was a man that knew his place. Could it be that when he was now baptizing, imagine if he had not known his people were coming? Because let me tell you something. The reason why ovation gets in your head and you begin to compete with your master is because you don't know your place. John the Baptist knew he was a forerunner. He created the path, the way. Doesn't mean he's the way. He only created the way. Doesn't mean that he's the way. Because let me tell you something. Sometimes you're not the person who triggers the competition. It's people. It's the people. So it gets to your head. When it gets to your head, you are not conscious. You forget your assignments. And you lose it. That's why you must live life with intentionality. Know your place. Know your place.